Hi everyone, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in today's video we are going to look at what happened to the markets, what we can expect from the markets tomorrow, and what happened to our trade. So if you look at the markets today, there was very good positive global cues from the US markets as well as the Asian markets, and because of this, Nifty also ended up opening around 200 points gap up. So Nifty opened well above 15,900 and Bank Nifty also opened well above 34,000. But the thing is, even though Nifty ended in green, throughout the day there was a drop in levels of Nifty. So it was trying to go higher, but it was not able to sustain there and it was coming down. So this was observed in Bank Nifty as well. So even though it opened around 34,100, it couldn't sustain over there. So first it came towards 34,000, took support there for some time, then came towards 33,900, then 800, and also then to 700. Nifty too had a similar movement. So it opened around 15,900 but slowly came towards 15,800. But one thing what we should keep a note of, in spite of the markets coming down, it managed to end above its crucial resistance, that is 15,700 for Nifty and 33,700 for Bank Nifty. So what is more important for us to see is whether this is going to continue tomorrow. So whether they can hold these levels tomorrow. If you look at this on a daily candle, so daily candle is a big red because the opening almost happened at the highest level and it has closed almost at the lowest level. Hence the entire candle is a red candle. So the price action tomorrow is going to be extremely important for us to see how the markets are going to behave throughout the week. In case if we are able to sustain above 15,700 and 33,700, then that is going to be positive for us, and most likely we will end up expiring above 15,700 as well. But in case if we see a sell-off where the market comes below 15,700, then again 15,700 will prove to be a very strong resistance, and definitely in that sense we do not expect market to cross 16,000 before this expiry. So tomorrow if market is coming and closing below 15,700, we are not expecting markets to cross 16,000 before this expiry. So coming to the sectorial action, so mostly all the sectors ended up performing really well, especially the tech sector ended up outperforming today. So it was the top loser on Wednesday and today all the tech stocks bounced back. So banking also did fairly well, not as good as Nifty, but it did fairly well. And almost all the sectors ended in green except for maybe one or two. So overall it was a positive day, but only sad thing is that we weren't able to end strongly. So the ending was fairly weak. Now we'll quickly move on to the open interest part on the screen recording and try to analyze how the activity played out. So how was the open interest activity and what we can expect for tomorrow. So with this I will be now quickly moving on, and meanwhile if you are liking this video, do not forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining. So first we'll start off by looking at Nifty intraday movement. So as we can see here, even though we opened well above 15,900, gradually we came down during the day. We more or less ended at the lowest point of the day, and this results in a big daily red candle. So when I change this to daily chart, you can see that we have a big red candle here. So this is something which we had already discussed earlier. So what we are going to do now is see what the data is suggesting as per the open interest. So when I open Nifty open interest on Sensibull, so this is the intraday open interest change. So it will tell on 27th of June how the open interest activity was. So one thing which can be clearly seen here is in spite of the market moving higher, so market was almost higher by 1%, and in spite of that we can see that the total number of call change and put change is almost equal. That means people have sold the calls and put almost at the same level. So what does this mean? So when we actually look at this data more closely, we do see that in spite of addition of 13 million calls, people have actually closed the call position at lower levels around 15,700, 15,600 and so on, and they have added more number of calls on the higher side, so towards 15,850 towards 16,000. So on the higher end, people are adding more and more of calls, and they have unwound some calls at the lower level. And similarly, when we look at the put option, as the market broke 15,700, which was a crucial resistance, people added some put options aggressively, that is 15,700 and 15,800 put options aggressively. So now let us see what this does to the total open interest. So when we look at the total open interest here, so we do see that there is good amount of 15,800 short straddle. On the higher end, we have 16,000, which will act as a very strong resistance for the market this week, because today also we saw that the market went towards 16,000 but it couldn't sustain there. Whereas on the other hand, 15,700 might act as an immediate support. So we have mentioned this couple of times. So this level is going to be quite crucial. Yesterday, if you remember, so there were some amount of short straddles at 15,700. So now the amount of put writing is way more than amount of call writing. So the moment market comes below 15,700, people will start closing their put options. And this will further mean that the markets might head lower. So this means what can we expect from Nifty? So I am particularly expecting markets to trade in the range of 15,700 to 16,000 unless one of these ranges are broken. So the thing is, looking at the market way how it behaved, so it looks like there is a stronger resistance at 16,000 than there is a support at 15,700. So these two levels are very crucial, and depending on which side we get a breakout or a breakdown, we can take that bias. So in case if we are crossing 16,000, then we can take a bullish bias. In case if we are coming below 15,700, we can take a bearish bias. So now let's also discuss about Bank Nifty, and let's see the chart of Bank Nifty. So even here the story remains the same. We opened well above 34,100 but almost ended at the lowest point of the day. The thing here is you can see that yesterday we had actually drawn this line over here, and I had told in case if Bank Nifty closes above this line, if it opens gap up and closes above this line, then we can end up doing a bull put spread. So the thing is, today I have taken a little more aggressive position, not just a bull put spread, but a little more aggressive position, which I'll be discussing later on. But before which, we'll first discuss about the outlook for Bank Nifty. So again, this is not a positive move at all. So it opened at the highest point of the day and closed almost at the lowest point of the day. And there was no follow-up buying anywhere we saw during the day, right? So now we will just look at the daily chart, and this is also a big red candle, which is definitely not positive, and tomorrow's price action is going to be quite crucial. When we come to the open interest right over here, so we can see the intraday change, and we get to see that in spite of Bank Nifty ending higher, so Bank Nifty closed in green, in spite of that there was huge amount of call writing. So the call writing was double of that of puts. So what does this indicate? That means at higher level, people find a lot of resistance, or people are not expecting Bank Nifty to go a lot higher. You can see what they have done. They have closed their call options at lower levels like 33,500, 600, 700, aggressively added call options at 33,900 and 34,000. So we will see what this does to the overall open interest. So you can see that when we look at the overall open interest, it does look like there is very stiff resistance around 34,000 and a very good support around 33,000, and immediately there is some good amount of support at 33,500. Overall, for a very short term, I am expecting Bank Nifty to consolidate between 33,500 to 34,000. So this is a very short range what I am expecting Bank Nifty to consolidate. In case if we break 33,500, then we have the immediate support coming in at 33,000, and in case if we break 34,000 on the higher end, we can expect Bank Nifty to easily head towards 34,500 to 600. So the moment we decisively break 34,000 and close above 34,000, we can easily expect Bank Nifty to move towards 34,500, because since there is so much aggressive call writing here, so the moment it crosses, people will quickly start closing down their short call positions, and this will fuel the rally towards 34,500. And now coming to the institutional activity, you can see the data is out and the activity is pretty low. So DIIs have bought for 1,180 crores and they have sold for 1,280 crores FIIs. So FIIs have been continuously selling, and again this month they have sold well over 50,000 crores. Right. So now coming to our positions. So today we ended up making a total profit of close to 3,50,000. So apart from that, we also ended up purchasing some equity stocks. So you can see that right over here. So we already had few. We ended up adding to the same stocks what we already had. So apart from that, there is one position which we have taken quite aggressively. Yesterday I had suggested a bull put spread, but today what I have rather done is shorted 33,500 puts right over here. So you can see this 33,500 puts, I have shorted 3,000 quantity. Out of this, close to around 2,000 quantity is naked. So naked 33,500 puts is what we have shorted, and another 1,000 quantity is the short strangle. So we have done a short strangle at 33,500 and 34,000. So I have taken a much more aggressive position than what we had discussed yesterday, and the idea is fairly simple. If we end up breaking 33,700, in that case we will end up converting this into a short straddle. That is the plan what we are working with as of now. So with this we also come to the end of this video. So overall Friday and Monday has been 2 good days. So Friday we ended up making around 2.7 lakh and today was around 3.5 lakh. So let's see, since this is the quarter end, also marks to be the month end expiry. So let's hope for the best and see how the trading goes. So with this, we also come to the end of this video. If you have liked this video, then do not forget to hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much.